Flosstube friends, it's time for another episode. Hi everybody and welcome to another fun Friday Flosstube weekly update with me. I am Annie Joyful Stitcher, both here on YouTube and over on Instagram. And it is another Friday for a cross stitch fun video. So, this is Flosstube number 76. And today's Friday, November the 6th, so happy November to you. And if you are new here, welcome. There have been quite a few of you who I've noticed have clicked the subscribe button and joined in on this fun. And to those of you that are returning, thank you so much for hanging out with me week after week and listening to all the fun, good stitchiness plus. So what do I have in store for you this week? Stitching, knitting, tiny bit of plans, some stash, some good stuff, some giveaways. So yeah, let's get down to it. So this week flew by. Raise your hand if time change did you in this week. I'm gonna put both of them up. For some odd reason, Joyful Little One did not do well with it. She was up a lot during the week. In the evenings, I ended up with a unexpected day off today. I was actually planning to leave work early at 2:30 today instead of my typical 4:20 because I kind of just wanted a day without carpool duty. And Joyful Little One had other plans. I shouldn't say, it's not her fault. But she has been complaining of a bit of a tummy ache a bit this week, off and on. And this morning at 4, the sounds on the monitor, yes, I still have a monitor for my 8.5-year-old, but that is because she's kind of far away. Were the sounds that if you are a mom or a dad or maybe even a fur mom or a fur dad, you kind of know when the cough is not a cough and it means something more. That was 4 o'clock this morning. Bless her heart, she did not wreck her bed, which is a first, which, yay, we reached that point in life where it got on the carpet. Well, the carpet in our house desperately needs to be replaced. I cleaned it up, no big deal. She was perfectly fine after that. She came and laid in the bed and tried to go back to sleep. She's like, I'm wide awake. And I was like, I'm not. I was still asleep. And it wasn't really to a time where I could text the sub coordinator to get a sub to fill in for me today. And so I laid there, and finally she said, can I please turn on a show? And I said, that's fine. So she turned on one of her cartoons, and I still tried to sleep. No, to no avail. She wanted to get her sketchbook and finish a drawing. She had finished that before. She's perfectly fine. Like 100% perfectly fine. She might have had something that bothered her. I don't really know, but the bottom line is our protocols at school say that if there has been these certain circumstances, then you cannot return to school for 24 hours. We're rule followers. I always have been, because on the teacher side of things, it's really sad when a kid who just does not feel good gets sent to school against better judgment. So I had an unexpected day off today. And with that, I spent some time going through my project bags. If you follow me on my Instagram destash, I destashed a large quantity of my project bags. Here is why. I realized that 1, I really like the book sleeve style, and 2, the zippy pouches from Amazon do such a more amazing job of standing up straightly and keeping my things from getting like wrinkled. I kept a lot of my favorite project bags, but a lot of them I am passing off. Simplify. I am simplifying. And so I had purchased some more of the Amazon like mesh zip bags in 2 different sizes. I got some A4s, which is the letter size, and some A5s. They're not here yet. I'm not going to show you. You know what they are. I also have realized in recent videos, I'm not even really showing my project bags as much. And so, as much as I love project bags, I am staying in the Garon Tote Bags project bag of the month for next year. But I just, you know, like I said, simplify. And so went through and did all of that. Got those all posted over onto my D-Stash page. And so, yeah, I am coming to a tiny bit earlier. It's about 4:20 in the afternoon, Central Standard Time. My hope is that I can get this uploaded fairly quickly because my plans are... I don't really want to go into plans, but it's 24 hours of cross-stitch weekend. Woohoo! More on that to come. So I thought where I would start first is with a tiny bit of an apology for me having forgotten, yet again, the hug last week. So I owe you 2 today. I owe you 1. I owe you 2. And as always, give yourself a big old squeeze. So today was a little bit interesting. I've mentioned before my struggles with worry and with being kind of like I need my benchmarks of what each day is going to be. Well, this week threw me totally for a loop. I felt like behind the 8 ball all day. I felt tired all day. My allergies have been just kind of like not sniffly, sneezily, but has given me massive amounts of like pressure in my face. So I've kind of had this like dull tension in my head. Now, I said it wasn't sniffling, and then Flosstube it sniffles, and you know, whatever. And so I kind of just had a moment today where I needed to ground myself. I was not grounded. I was lost in my thoughts. I'm trying desperately to stay off of social media. It's very, very hard. The pull is so hard right now. I think we all want to know the answer to the question, you know, the question. And we're not anywhere close, I don't think. And so I'm trying my best to keep myself in the moment, the here and the now, and not worry about the what ifs. And so, bless joy-filled little one, because she can see when things are not going well. And I was kind of laying down on the couch, trying to maybe take a rest. It wasn't working. And I said, hey, do you want to come just lay with me? And she laid next to me. She puts her hand right here. And she kind of goes, okay, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. She's learned it from me because I do that with her. When she gets worked up and gets like in an emotional state, we talked about breathe in and breathe out. And so she's just wonderful. And I mean to tell you, it was like she was laying there telling me breathe in and breathe out. And the tears just were coming out of my eyes. And she goes, Mommy, you're sweating. I said, no, honey, I'm not sweating. I'm crying. Are you okay? Do you hurt? I said, no, sweetheart. You know, sometimes when the anxiousness gets to a point, a good cry is good. She goes, oh, I know what you mean. It's natural to want to cry. Mind you, my child is 8.5, but she has a bit of an old soul. And then in certain ways, she is such a youth. Like, she is such a precious, sweet angel. She is my angel. She is my calm. She is my in the storm. Bless her. Bless her for being around today. Now, granted, we were home because of her, so I would think she would be around. So, first thing I wanted to share was, it's crafty adjacent, but it's kind of the best, coolest thing. So, I don't know if anybody's familiar with Mindware. Mindware is a fantastic company that kind of comes out with some really unique toys, activities, logic, things like that that are great for kids kind of all ages. And I found Mindware quite a number of years ago because they have extreme dot-to-dots, which are super fun. I really enjoyed them at one time. I still really like them, but they're like dot-to-dots that have like between 500 and 900 dots. And so they're very intricate, and they have different themes of the books. Well, so I was looking around their website, and actually what I was looking for was some kind of multiplication mosaics, where you kind of solve your multiplication problems and then you color them in for some of my students to have some extra practice when they were in my room. And this popped up when I was searching multiplication mosaics. And these are color by number books, and they're called mystery mosaics. And so there's like 20 or so of these books now. You can buy the books by themselves. You can buy them in sets. You can also buy them with their branded colored pencils that have the same numbers and names that are used in their charts. So what it looks like is you've got some single page, and I kind of had a flip out when I opened this and went, oh, it's wrecked, it's cut on the edge. No, this is a big page. So let me see if I can, this is like a double wide. This is a double wide mosaic. Let's see if I can find. Okay, here's an example of one that's double the size. So to me, it's a little bit like cross-stitching in a sense, but the one nice thing, we've just been kind of making do with the coloring supplies we have around our house. I'll put a link. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I don't know how extensive these show notes are going to be this week. I'm exhausted and I want to stitch and I want to knit. So, listen, this week, I might get around to them, but I doubt it'll even be tomorrow. And I do apologize for that, but that is just the way it's probably going to be from here on out. I am working on getting kind of all of my information about my whips, like the fabric, the designer, any links, any hashtags, in kind of a Google Doc that I could literally link that in the description, so at least you'd have the information. But anywho, this is by a company called Mindwear, and it's mindwear.com. They're actually affiliated with Oriental Trading Company, which I've used for like classroom prizes. But I thought I'd show you the two that we were working on. We've been working on it. Now, Joyfilled Little One takes artistic liberties in her choices of colors. That's okay. So as you can see, this is where hers is right now. And so it's kind of cool to guess what it is as you go along. She seems to think it's a dog. It's possible, but I also think it could be some kind of like big-eared cat. And then this is mine. And so you can tell it's a koala. So we were working on these a little bit this morning. These are actually, this is kind of cool. On Mindwear, if you go and you look for like, this is mosaic book number 3. When you go to the listing, if you scroll down just a little bit, it will allow you to print this out as a sample page. So what I did, not knowing if she would enjoy them, because she does like the extreme dots, but gets a little bogged down, is I printed out some of these. I started coloring on one, and she's like, "Ooh, what you doing? What's that?" And I was like, "It's called a mystery mosaic, and you color it in based on a code, like color by number." For me, I love that it's squares and half square triangles. Like, to me, I'm like, ooh, it's like quilting, kind of quilty-ish. And so, she was like, "Oh, well, do you have any other ones?" And I was like, "Yes." And so this is actually not my first one. I had 1 or 2 other ones I've done, just a little bit here and there. It's a great way to, again, center my brain onto something, but it doesn't require a whole lot of thought. Same thing with knitting. Cross stitch I'm really enjoying right now, and I'm loving my rotations and spending like a few days on different projects. But anyway, long story short, I bought her a few more of these for Christmas, and I did go ahead and buy the colored pencil set. I will encourage you, because you can buy the colored pencil set by itself, but it's about $20, which is not bad. But if you buy it with a set of books, the books are about $9 a piece. However, I think I saw when you buy like a set of 4 with the colored pencils, I think it's only like $39.95. So that is definitely the way to go if you, especially if you have quite a number of kiddos to buy for. Like, I only have 1, but of course we've been doing these together. It's a fun thing to do together. But if you have grandkids, you could get a whole set. You don't have to use their colors. But the one nice thing you can see, they have it like brown, light brown, tan, red, and it has a number. And those 36 numbers are the same across all their pages in all their books. So just a little bit of fun. All right, let's chat passing the giveaway stashy things. So I had 5 of them last week. There's some of these little Prairie Schooler mini cards, and I thought they were fitting because a lot of them were kind of more Halloween spooktacular themed, and then there was one that was rain, and we had a lot of rain last week. We didn't have any rain this week. So the first one, I had asked you to put moon. 31 people said they would like to stitch this or used it in a sentence, and there were some really good ones. I need to go through and pick one to pin because I just found out how to do that. So Kathy Verge is who was chosen. She has filled out my Happy Mail form. I will have that linked below in case you are new and have not filled out my Happy Mail form. When I go to pick, I use a YouTube random comment picker, and then I cross-reference over to that form. If your name is not on there, I pick again, and I don't let you know that you were the one chosen. So Kathy, I obviously have your information. I will get this in the mail to you. Oh, and finally, my international stamps came in, so I can send off those that are getting international things. All right, so next was this one. And I had asked you to use the word boo in some way. There were 23 people that wanted to stitch this. And I will say, I've seen this stitched in several different ways. One was in a highly variegated floss. It looks really cool. So you don't have to do it in black. Do it however you want to. And this goes to Sherry Eccles. So Sherry, you have filled out my form. I have your information. Yay, I'm sending it to you. Okay, so then we had this house, the haunted house. I looked for the word haunted. And 30 people said they would like to stitch this or used it in a sentence. And this goes to Brenda. I'm going to try to not completely wreck your name. Squatrito. Brenda S. I have your info. I will be sending this off to you in the mail tomorrow, actually. I'm going to try to get everybody's out so that we're fresh and ready for a 3K giveaway, which is coming soon. I'm still acquiring. All right, so next up, we had this one where I said, please say brew in some form or fashion. 30 people said this one. Some people used all of them in very unique sentences. I was very impressed. And this goes to Regina Danner. So congratulations, Regina. I'm going to be sending that to you. And last was this one that says rain. I asked you to use the word rain, and 36 people were very interested in stitching rain. I have this one already, and I definitely want to. And this goes to Patty Archuleta. So Patty, congratulations. I will be sending this off to you soon, soon, soon. So while we're chatting about passing the things along to new folks or old folks, not old folks, returning viewers, I have 2 that I'm going to pass along today. Now they are both in a plastic sleeve. I will be removing them from a plastic sleeve. However, they fit in my nice 6x9 envelopes that came from Amazon, so I don't have to fold them anymore. Yay! And can still use a regular stamp. So, basic details. 1, please be 18 so I can have your address. Please do not say giveaway, free, those general words. And please use whatever words I've asked you to use in the comments spelled correctly. I will spell them because teacher, I'll spell them for you. And then lastly, please make sure you have filled out my Happy Mail form. That will be linked below. And I will actually link that before I upload it so that it will be there for you to click if you are interested in either of these charts. So again, they will be removed from the plastic bag, but they will be placed in a nice envelope and sent to you. Lickety split. The first one is this super cute blackberry rabbit, and this is A, B, C, and so we're going to use the word B, B-E-E, so please use B. All right, all my coffee lovers, all my coffee lovers out there, this is Heartstring Samplery's Coffee Bean Sampler, and I love that it says my birthstone, the coffee bean. I do not drink coffee anymore. Long story. However, this is too good to not send to someone. I love that it's got both your name you can chart and then also these super awesome, I think these are called 4-sided stitches. Letters for initials. They're kind of light so it's hard to see. So for this one, I would like for you to use coffee. So again, B, B-E-E, and Coffee, Coffee. So yay. Hopefully one of you that really wants to stitch that will get chosen to, in fact, stitch it. Yay. All right, let's chat some stitching. How about that? And one of the things that I'm going to show you actually came, if you remember last video, where I tried to do all these videos and then, you know, like life, the knock on the door, whatever, the chucking of things at the door, a UPS package came. And so this is still on that, and I will show you in just a minute. So this project got moved into one of the That's So Emma bags that you can get as a 3-part set, the small, medium, large off of Fat Quarter Shop. And what lives in here, and I just think these are so fun, and I would love to eventually stitch on them so it could like be a project and a thing, a holdie of the thing. This is Mirabilia's Snow Queen. I am stitching this as a 5-day rotation, and today is my last day, so I am going to spend some time on it this evening. I am adoring every single stitch of this. I love these bags because they're a box bottom, and so I was able to go ahead and put in all of my specialty items in here. So it's all in one place. Nothing can get lost. All that jazz. And so this is actually on. I want to tell you exactly what this is. But super awesome stitcher that I watch. You probably watch her too. She's fantastic. If you're not, please go. It's a Georgia girl stitching, Megan. She is amazing. She somehow is managing to still stitch while being in her first year of med school. So way to go, girl. Like, that's amazing. Anywho, on her video, she shared, I think it was maybe her most recent, that she had gotten this lap stand from a company on Etsy, and she had kind of done her research to just kind of see, you know, what all was out there. And I guess she had maybe been looking at this stand for a while. It's been on my radar. It's the Kay's Creation Z-Frame lap frame or needlework stand. And I like it because in the actual item, like picture on Etsy, it shows it with a Q-snap. I stitch a lot with Q-snaps. And so to me, I want something I can stitch. I have a Lowry. I don't use my Lowry. Here's why I don't use my Lowry. I love stitching in this chair. This chair has, because it is a swivel rocker glider, the base of it is a circle, is a metal circle. It also reclines. My Lowry does not get close enough up for the bar. And when I got this back last February, they're a hot item, and the long bars are hard to find, and the only place I could find them was overseas, and the shipping was more than the long arm bar. So I talked to Mr. Joyfield, because he can do lots of things. He can make lots of things. He said, oh, no problem, I can make you one. What month are we in? The 11th month? 9 months later, 7 months at home from work, I still don't have a long bar. And to be perfectly honest, now that I have this, I don't need the Lowry, so I'm probably going to post it in my local D-Stashy group and see if anybody wants to purchase it from me and come get it locally, because the shipping on it is the exorbitant part, and I don't feel good about it. Okay, anywho. So I got, this actually holds, I'm going to show you on the frame, and then I'll show you the frame. So this is where I've gotten to on her. I'm so excited. I got so much. And as you can see, I am using lots and lots of the awesome Bungee Smart and Cool things. This is a Mad for Minders needle minder. She's adorable. I've gotten quite a bit filled in. I love that you can already see where the swirls of different colors and the beading's going to be. This is her arm. This is the beginnings of her dress. And so I have some that I want to get into this tonight. I am participating in two activities, 2 events in Semi-Sane Stitchers over on Facebook. I'm not sure if it's still a closed group. I've been in for quite some time. But right now they have Stitcher Gories going on, which is like Scattergories. And so I've used this already for 2 this week, so I've been able to get 500 stitches in it so far. Yes, I am back to moderately counting stitches. And then I've got 1 more. So by the time this is done, I will have, you know, 750 stitches in a week. And I'm loving it. It's so much fun. I was so concerned that this was going to be, like, scary and big time. Now, granted, I haven't got any of the beading or the metallics or the whisper or anything like that. But it's just 1 stitch at a time. And so, let me give you kind of some, let me just show you. So it has a wood base with this great groove. So I typically keep my Apple pencil in there because that's what I use to mark in my chart. It's got articulating arm. So there's a gajillion settings. So I'll set it one way when I'm sitting on my couch. I might set it a different way for sitting in this chair. I've used it in my bed. That you can also articulate it from here, so you can move this. Easily loosen this to swing it around to finish off the back of your work. And then it holds my Q-snap in there. Lovely. And it feels very stable in my lap. It doesn't feel like if I lean it either way, it's going to tump over. I know this is kind of going into haul, but we're all over the place today, and that's all right. The one nice thing is the shop I ordered it from had it on a very, very good price. So the shop that I got it from was Bee Creek Ltd. So it's BEECREEK Ltd. And they are on Etsy. So you can search them on Etsy. And the normal price, I'm wondering if that's what it actually is right now. No, it's still on sale. And it says they have 1 left. So run. It's typically $90 US. I got it for $63 with free shipping, and it came UPS, which was awesome. Now the only thing is that in the instructions it shows you need 3 washers, metal washers here. Mine came with 1. But, you know, I'm married to a plumber and a person that has every tool in the world. I had plenty of washers. So just know that if you want to follow the directions to the letter, mine might have been the anomaly. I don't know that. It wasn't worth reaching out because we have a bajillion and they're like pennies on the dollar. But I needed 2 more washers. So just keep that in mind. So I'm going to move this off to the side. I really, really, really love it. It's like kind of changing. I'm not a 2-handed stitcher, but I love not necessarily, especially on bigger projects that are like, that's an 8x11 Q-snap. I've got one that's 11x11 I'm going to put on there today, so I'll be curious to see how that works. But to not have to hold the Q-snap in my hand. Even though I'm not 2-handed stitching, I'm not having to hold it. That's a huge, huge thing for me. Alright, so another project that I worked on is another That's Sew Emma Back. This is the smallest size. I don't have the biggest one to show, but it's bigger than that pink one. I probably am going to order another set. This got spun as a 3-day project because I'm only doing 4 of these. And this is Blackbird Designs Garden Club series. I am doing 1, which is Basket of Cherries. 2, which is Apple Orchard. 5, which is Butterfly Garden. Love that butterfly. And 11, which is Fairy Garden. I love it. And so I am stitching this on, let me see if I can find my fabric card. Because off the top of my head, I don't remember. Did I write it on here? I know that it's a Color and Cotton 18 count. I am not sure of the colorway. I think it might be Spectre, which is S-P-E-C-T-R-E. And I got more of the green vining put in over here and up here. And then I started on the basket. I do have 1 more day, I think, on this. Maybe even tomorrow. I'm not sure. And these are Smyrna crosses in a kind of different colorway. The nice thing about these is that they have some moderate specialty stitches, but I love it. And so I'm going to do 1 here, 1 next to it, 1 here, 1 here. So it'll be a 4, a 2x2, not long ways. So I'm loving this. I did kind of my own color conversion based off of the colors as they were called. So we've got some Victorian mottos in there, some color and cottons, beautiful color palette. Now granted, I initially was going to do like 6 of these, and then I narrowed it down to the 4 that I loved the absolute most, because the other 2 were kind of and so some of those colors will maybe not be making an appearance. I'm not sure. Okay, so let me show you what else I worked on. Did I actually work on this? Maybe. Oh, I did. Not much, but I did. Okay, so this lives in a So Much to Love book sleeve. So everything today has a bag. No, that's not true. And this is Caterpillar Cross Stitch. This is Hello Dear. This is a 5-part mystery stitch along. Did I put the cover page in here? I didn't. Is it still over here from last week? It is. So I think a new part might come out this coming Monday. This is what has been released so far. There are 2 more releases left to go. Again, this is from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. This is, you can purchase the kit still, if I remember correctly. You can also just purchase it as a PDF. It is all DMC, so as long as DMC is fairly available to you, it's easy to kit up. It's actually, the called for fabric is Even Weaver Ada in white. I got the 28 count even weave option, and I did change it up. And so I worked some more on the leaves in section 1. And so this is what I have so far. And mine is on 32 count powder pink splash dots, I believe is what it's called. And it's a Lugana in 32 count. So it's a very light pink with these little speckles, like it looks like it had kind of bleach thrown on it. And so I'm kind of working my way over here. Kind of doing a little bit of color completing. You can also, I believe, still get the awesome needle minder. I cannot say enough good things about their needle minders. I love them. They are so strong. They are very well made. I'm so excited about, they just released the briefest of details about their next stitch along, which will be starting in January, and I think it's called Made to Create. They reached out to me to see if I wanted to stitch, and I was like, you had me at crafting. But they had posted on Instagram a picture of the needle binder, which is always a good hint as to what the kind of the color scheme-ish is going to be. And so I'm going to show you real quick because it's so good. It's so good. I don't know any specifics about when the kits are coming out, what the fabric is. It will be DMC, I'm sure. And so yeah, I'm excited about that. But look at how stinking cute. It says Made to Create. And it's a floss bobbin with multicolor variegated floss. Yay! So yeah, it's Made to Create January stitch along. And it it says this cute bobbin matches the DMC embroidery thread colors exactly. So there you go. I told you it was going to be a hint as to what the color scheme would be. Super bright and fun. I'm super excited. Now, in terms of Hello Dear, if you still want to jump on board, there's plenty of time. I know I jumped on Positivity Rules Sal late in the game, like release 5, and I'm just enjoying stitching it. Not stitching along, but stitching it. Same with Hello Pumpkin. That was another one that was released last fall, and I started that one in September, and I'm just really enjoying it. So, if you are interested, I believe that my coupon code will still work on either the PDF or the full kit. It's JOY10, J-O-Y-10, over at Caterpillar Cross Stitch. Just Google Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and I will warn you, everything is absolutely adorable, and you are going to want it all. All. Oh, I haven't mentioned my color today. I've got Color Street. I put on a new set last weekend, I think. And this is Scott Topic, so it's a dark hunter green. I'm not going to show you this hand because this one broke today when I was cleaning in my office, in my croffice. Alright, I have 2 more stitchy things to show. So the first of which is I worked a little bit on my Barbara Anna Strawberry Time. This was from the 2019 summer issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. As far as I know, that is still the only place you can get it. However, you can go on and get back issues. So that is not a problem, like a digital back issue. This is on a mystery 18 count from Color and Cotton that I got in a grab bag. And I used this for one of my Stitcher Gory tasks. And it was the letter F, and it was something you find in the kitchen, and it was fruit because these are strawberries. So I finished her out completely. I began on the vine, and then I worked on the strawberries. So yay. This is such a fun stitch. Well, I love y'all should know. I love Barbara Anna. There's nothing she does that I don't love. And this is in this is in one of those Amazon bags that I was telling you about, and it's got like 5 Barbara Annas in it. So they hold a ton. All right, and then I also used this one for Stitcher Gories. This is from the 2020 issue of Just Cross Stitch, the Christmas ornament issue. And this is by Amanda May, Art of the Design. I love you, Amanda, because you make the coolest whimsical things. Look at how cute this is. It's called Whaley Love Winter. And I love that she charted this all in sulky. So, of course, I went over to 1 through 3 Stitch and bought all the sulky. And this is on 16 count Ada from Picture This Plus in Stellar. And I have the top of our whale friend. And I really enjoyed this. And this was a nice, I had already outlined it. So in order to get, I actually did far beyond 250. I think it ended up being like 364 stitches. But I wanted to go ahead and get this completely filled in. It really was just fill in. Because I had already outlined it. So it was a nice thing that I could have to just sit. And if I didn't want to have to think or count, I really didn't even have to have my iPad out. And it was actually done in this color, which is 1077, which is a super, super light mint, which the actual color is Jade Tint. Tint, T-I-N-T. But the colors are so fun. Like, look at this one. This is geranium. But they're not variegated, so you can do tint stitch and then back, which makes things fast. Faster than fast. All right, that is all. You know, see this whole, like, more monogamous stitching? I'm not monogamous. No. One project? No. I have to still kind of spread the wealth, so to speak. However, only having 5 things I worked on, that portion of the video is quick. I do have some knitting, excuse me, I would love to share with you, if that's all right. So I did work a little bit on my Lentilla Shawlette. This is from Martina Bem. Strickmick is her company. I got this off of Ravelry as part of a like ebook that had 4 patterns. I am knitting this along with Erin, Chi Martini Stitcher. We are doing a knit along, a cow, and the hashtag is Treehouse Lentilla Cow. And I am using the August 2020 Fingering Weight Mystery Yarn, and Erin is using her Seattle colorway. So the last time I showed this, my progress was right here. This is a Charmed and Dangerous clay needle minder. Noelle is the proprietor, and she is on Etsy. And I love this. Look at my ruffles. They're starting to really ruffle. I love it. This is German short rows. So basically you do long rows and then you do a section that creates this V, and then you come back and connect it up. And the way that she teaches you what they call a wrap and turn, you don't have a hole where you're picking back up. And so I love this. It is a very lightweight knit because it is the fingering weight, but it's so, I've kind of gotten in the groove with it. These short rows are quick. I mean, I can do one of those short row sections so fast, but the rows are getting longer. So, you know, that happens. All right, so then I did actually pull out my other Martina Bem project. That is my Hitchhiker. And so Hitchhiker is another one from that same ebook. It has these cool, like, teeth. And there are 42 of them that will be knit. This is in a thread picker's yarn. This is in Mucky Pup. They do not currently, I think, have any yarn right now. This is where I was last time. As you can see, I have a bit more to this angular shawl than I do the other one. So my rows are getting longer, but this one is knit completely in garter stitch. And then you have these really cool teeth, like shark fins. Donna, Donna, Donna. And it's a little bit of like a 5 bind off. You actually bind off 5 stitches when you get to this row. So you can see it kind of is like stair steps. But this is super fun. Like I said, there should be 42 because that is the answer. 42. And yeah, so I'm really loving this. This will probably not be my last Hitchhiker. It is again, it's a great stitch once you learn, excuse me, a great knit once you learn kind of the groove of it, so to speak. All right, I cast on something because, you know, I can't just help myself. This is in a Knit Picks little canvas pouch, drawstring pouch that has a knitting unicorn. And I am using this amazing yarn. Let me pull it out. It's beautifully caked. This is a DK. This is from, let me find my name. This is from Sweet Tea Yarns, Molly Klein. You can find her on Etsy at Molly Klein Designs, or Design, excuse me, .etsy.com. And this is her colorway. I don't think it's still available, called Wishing for Rhinebeck. I bought this. You know, because I'm new. I'm back new to this whole knitting jam situation. Rhinebeck is an amazing fiber festival that's in upstate New York. It could clearly not happen this year, but they did a virtual one. And I participated in a virtual class. Erin was my familiar face in there, my friendly familiar face. It was a fantastic class. And this was a yarn that Molly Klein, Sweet Tea Yarns, put out for it. And it's beautiful. It's a DK weight. And I am using this pattern. I believe this is free on Ravelry. And it's called Let the Yarn Do the Work. Shawlette. Let me do this. So it's got this, it starts actually up here and knits down and out. You have these eyelet holes towards the middle, also along the edge, and then this big, bold ruffle. And I love the way that this is explained. It says, I'm the type of knitter that is almost always inspired by the yarn first. I see the yarn, the color speaks to me, then if the feel of the yarn is amazing, I must have it. I say to myself, that yarn is so rad. It's dying to become something. And so she talked about how this is kind of inspired by that feeling that let the yarn speak. And so I've been trucking along. The new thing I'm learning on this was a garter tab cast on. Never heard of such a thing. Definitely watched a few videos, but I think I got it. And so it kind of is how you start here with a few stitches and then work your way down. As you can see, I've got my eyelets, my yarn overs. There's yarn overs along the edge, but how amazing is this yarn? I mean, I'm letting the yarn speak for itself. And a true measure of how beautiful a yarn is in straight stockinette. I know not everybody is fond of pearls. Can I give a shout out to my friend on Instagram who has decided to embark upon this knitting journey? Congratulations, my dear. You are rocking it. That's Sarah. Good job, Sarah. You are doing fantastically. I'm so excited for you. And honestly, I have heard so many people say just how, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be distracted, but I had a message come in. Anyway, sorry, it was the little one. I have heard so many people say that, one, they might have been a knitter previously. I want to work on that later. And have kind of picked it back up because it really can ease the mind a bit. Ease the mind. I did work a little bit on my Fairy Hill shawl. This is by Helen Stewart, Curious Handmade. It's a beautiful lace shawl. I am knitting this up in this is Hawthorne fingering from Knit Picks. It's in a beautiful colorway called Burlingame. And I got a bit more. So it's starting to kind of really fan out. And this is where I was. I think I showed this last week. I'm going to get better about showing my knits. And I've got my super cute little fox donut from Charmed and Dangerous, Noelle. Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I cannot wait. The eyelet piece, the lace piece, gets more and more frequent as we move down. And I cannot wait. It definitely requires a little bit of thought. And so that's kind of fun. Like, I used to knit literally like straight scarves. They required zero thought. But this is fun. Like, kind of learning something new, trying something new. It was interesting because Erin and I were messaging today, and she's like, oh, I just want to make all the squishy cardigans. And I was like, dude, right? But then I look at them and I go, ooh, sleeves. Ooh, darts. Ooh, you know, like, yikes. I think I did that emoji. Eee. All right, so shall we talk plans? Plans, basically, I am still working through my rotations. I'm trying to fit my pieces into the stitchagories. I am also doing Connect 4. I need to get 500 stitches into 4 different projects. I'd like to touch one of them this weekend so I can kind of stay on top of that. And then we have some marathon planning. So I don't know that I'll get 24 hours because I am hashtag team sleep all the way, especially with last night's adventure. But what I tentatively did was go, okay, I still have time I want to put into Snow Queen. I still have time I want to put into Garden Club. My next 5-day rotation is Consider the Lilies. Yay. So I'm going to try to get an hour each day into it. The problem is it pulls you in. So we'll see. I spun my wheel for some smalls. And so I got an ornament that I could work on. Honestly, I might finish it during 1 hour. So that second hour could go to something else. I have a couple that I want to work on that are gifts. I spun and I got the light, which I haven't worked on that in forever. That's a Barbara Anna, so that was exciting. I got Christmas Sewing Roll. I got Joy by Doreen Jones. I put in Hello Dear for 3 hours over the weekend, and then Autumn Tree by Hello from Liz Matthews. So we shall see. I really wanted to start about 11 o'clock today. That did not happen because that was about the time that my brain decided other things. So let's chat stash. But first thing, I have a couple things that don't fit in the bucket. So first thing I have to share, look at this amazing bucket of gold bags. This came last week or early this week. This is my Treehouse Knits Advent Calendar. So it comes with 24 mini skeins wrapped in these fantastic gold bags with amazing handwritten tags. She sent me a super cute card. And then a full skein for day 25. So I'm so excited. Can December 1st just get here? Because, like, dude, I want to open all the Advents. Short story. Joyful Little One came to me and goes, so exactly how many Advents do you have for you and me combined? I'm like, I have no idea. I just keep shoving things in my closet because that's the hiding place this year. She knows it's a hiding place, but she also knows that if she looks, I return. Yep, she sure does know that. All right, so let's do Joy-Filled Stashy Stash time. It's Joy-Filled Stashy Stash time. It's Joy-Filled Stashy Stash time, and I have some stuff that doesn't fit in the box. I placed an order with Lindy Stitches. I will show you that, but the coolest thing, I found a little, like, secret area on her site that if you have not gone, I don't know what she still has, but she sells her models. This was a chart that I love, that I fully intended to, like, during this purchase, buy the chart, buy the floss, buy the finishing supplies. I was, like, even had the box that it goes in. She sold the model. I bought the model. I wanted Stephanie's model of this. So this is her super cute chart. It says, "Oh, happy world," with you in it. And it has the little house and the birthday cake and the flag that has an L. It's kind of muted, but I know that it's hers. And then it's got the box finish. She replaced the ribbon that comes with it typically. She added in fabric. It has a painted drawer that's purple, and it has fabric in it too. This is actually, I have some like this that came in one of my Fluff and Doodads finishing kits from Crazy Annie's that Lady Dot Creates does. So yes, I bought the model because why not? And it has some cute pom-pom trim. So I'm going to have to find some treasures to put in my super cute box. And of course, Stephanie's incredible and sent me a video message, and it was amazing, and it was just what I needed on that day. She's incredible. I can't wait to put this up on the shelf. And I think that this might be something like as a tradition that for like Joy-Filled Little One's birthday, I put it out like at her place at breakfast, and she can open it up and I'll have some kind of cute sussy in it. That's what we call our surprises, is sussies. All right, so then I placed an order with Snarky Crafter Designs, and I don't know that she has any of these left, but I had been like stalking on Instagram to know when she posted them. But she is Snarky Crafter Designs, and Kim, I believe is her name. And so I went ahead and purchased, she I think has a glow forge, which is one of those really cool like lasers things that cut cool things. So she has some that have words that are older than me. Like, I don't say them. That's okay if you do, whatever. But she had this really pretty mandala one. You can still, they still smell like, you know, kind of that burned wood smell. But anyway, I think her cards are cute. Like, look at the back. Super cute. So I got this woodcut mandala because this couldn't travel by itself. She had posted this. Oh, and I got a cute decal. I don't know what I'm going to put on, but it's cute. I saw this. Some of you have been with me for a while know that I was doing a piece where I was filling in the states as we visited them. That got UFO'd a while ago because I hadn't even done the outline. Well, then she posted this, and I was like, yes! Must have. As far as I know, it's fairly limited because it takes a long time to cut. So if you are all interested, go visit her Etsy shop. But it is the United States. Now, it does not have Hawaii and Alaska. That's okay. We're going to mostly focus on the contiguous United States for now. But yeah, so Joyful Little One already went, so we can fill in Texas, right? And I said, yes, of course we can. We live here. And we're going to put like a heart where, you know, where we are. And we can fill in some of the places we visited. So I thought that was really cool. And what I probably will do is in some way hang it. And then it's, you know, kind of a work in progress. But it's very well made. I'm super impressed. Like, I can't imagine. I mean, I have a silhouette like a Cricut, you know, one of those cutter things. And I know how long this would take on that machine. I can't imagine when it's cutting through wood. But then again, I'm not really familiar. So again, Snarky Crafter Designs. Snarky Crafter Designs. Or you can go to www.snarkycrafterdesigns.com. Okay. I went ahead and got the project bag, the month, from Stitch Toolbox. It always comes super well wrapped. And look at this one. She gives like a spoiler alert. I did go ahead and get her December Mystery box. I'm excited about that. So this one was sewing themed. I think it's beautiful. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's got a vinyl front bag, and it always has extra sussies in it. So this has some little ephemera. It's got some pretty lace on a unique bobbin that could go in my, or like that can go in my book. It's got some old brown buttons. It has a note, some tea, and then it always comes with an exclusive for now, Twin Peak Primitives chart. And so this one is called Beauty of Stitch Toolbox. And so I love it. It's gorgeous. It says beautiful things come together one stitch at a time. I think this border is incredible. These butterflies, the cotton flower, the dress form, I love it. I don't know that I will stitch it all in its entirety. Like, truly, I think I love this bottom portion. I don't know yet. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's so fun. And so yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the chart and the sussies. I'm going to decide if this bag will survive the bagpocalypse of this year. So we'll see. All right, I'm going to save this for the end. But let's see what else is in my bag, my bucket o' tricks. I did get my my 3Al Threads nest egg. So this month, this is October, I believe. October and November, I am getting 10-yard skeins of Gentle Arts, and I am getting Classic Colorworks. Starting in December, I'm going to just get Gentle Arts for now. I have so many like different sub boxes and stuff, and truly, I'm running out of space. And Classic Colorworks, I find more readily available, and Gas is just, I love it. So here was the selection this month. We are going alphabetical. There are a couple of holes that got filled in. So many good colors. I'm excited. Yay. I'm not going to go through them because I know that there are other floss tubers that do. And for time's sake, we're going to just move on. And then, this is it's very blue heavy month with Classic Colorworks. So it does not mean that I will not stitch with Classic Colorworks. I have a lot of them. But when they're called for, I probably will just buy them that are called for. When it boils down to it, because there's a lot that I might not ever use. All right, so then I was on Stash Unload, and I saw the drawn thread, and I thought it was neat. It's Noah's Prayer. It's hard to see what it says, so I will definitely be changing up the colors on that. I don't know when I'll stitch it, but it was a wonderful price. I love anything Noah themed, and so it came to my house to stay. All right, so Sweet Tea Yarns, they posted some leftovers of one of their Disney mysteries. It was the September one that was Hercules. I snagged it. I think I got maybe the last one. Now she has posted her one for November. It's Finding Nemo. So if you're interested, head on over and purchase that from her. It's 6 mini skeins, and I think it works out to about $35. Each one has 90 yards, and they have a theme. So this is the Hercules one, and I love it. This is Hercules. It's perfect. Megara, Hades, Pain, Panic, and Pegasus. I mean, spot on. Spot on. I can't wait to find something to do with these. Love it. So, thank you so much, Molly. Oh, and I also got, while I was on her shop, I got some tea. And she sells super cute, ooh, I think she calls them yarn cozies, but they're made out of knit fabric. And so you put your cake in it and it holds it as it continues to stitch around. And so Luna is like my most favorite Harry Potter character, and she had one that was Luna with her Spectre specs. So yeah, I'm a Ravenclaw, so like she's my spirit animal, and I love her. And so this can go around a yarn cake, and I think that's so cool. So she had some other ones too. She had like a Minnie Mouse one. Anyway, so I added that on. So I was like, yarn, that can come with. That'll be okay. All right. I placed an order with Fat Quarter Shop. I am going to be doing their MPI subscription that starts in January. And they're color themes. So it's kind of like a light, medium, dark. I can't remember how many you get. Go check them out. But it'll make you through the rainbow. So it's a good way to start a collection of MPIs. I'm excited about that. Because I've been wanting to try them, and a lot of the charts that I stitch call for an MPI. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But I went ahead and grabbed 2 charts while I was there. I had seen a couple folks share this. I love it. Waxy Moon Designs. This is Bittersweet Trio. You can't beat a chart where you get 3 super cute charts. They're fall. They're not Halloween. I am not a Halloween stitcher. I think it's adorable. I love the fox. It's going to remember of my super awesome friend Stephanie. And squirrels, because squirrels. And then I love the crow too, with these super cool like antique-y looking pumpkins. And then I had to grab, I have not bought all of these because I'm not going to stitch them all, but I bought the ones that for sure had the ones I wanted. One of them was Joy, because Joy. And this one, I loved this one, Magic, with the Nutcracker. And then I had to have this one that says Wonder and has the nativity. Well, not the whole nativity, but it has the animals, it has the sheep, and it has the wise men. And I even think this one's adorable, Frolic, with the reindeer. So yeah, I grabbed those two. No immediate plans to stitch. Okay, so you know, I've been clearing out project bags, and then these arrived. Like, cause yeah, gotta have them. When Evertote posts totes, you buy them, especially when they're amazing. And I have 2 12 Days of Christmas projects, so like this has to live in it. So I did grab, I don't remember what this size, I think this is the medium, and it's the flat bag. And so it's got this beautiful 12 Days of Christmas print. On the inside, it's just white, so you don't have to worry about anything bleeding. And then you can see her beautiful little satin tag, Evertote, made in Canada. Or actually, it just says evertote.com. And then it comes with the little notions pouch. Beautiful. And then because, you know, she's knitty too, I got a knitting one. Same thing, it's a box bottom bag. Has this awesome wrist strap. It's a zip bag. And then it came with a notions pouch. So, I don't need 2 notions pouch. So if you are interested in a Evertote notions pouch, please tell me something that brings you joy. And I will be looking for the word joy. Okay? So, actually, you know what? I'm changing that up because a lot of people say joy in their comments, and I want to make sure that you actually do, in fact, want it. And so, I think we're going to change it up to pear. P-E-A-R. So, if you would like to receive this super, super cute notions pouch from Caroline at Evertotes, I bought this. It's not sponsored by her or anything. Please use the word pear. So that's 3 pass along the goodies. I'm keeping the other one and the other 2 bags. So I'll have to find a really fun, probably one of my Advent knits will go into the Christmassy themed one. So yay. In fact, I'm probably just going to go ahead and put that with my treehouse knits. Okay. Not too much more. So if you've hung in there with me, awesome. I purchased some things from Crazy Annie Stitching, their Facebook group, back when they did their Christmas in July sale, where they kind of clear out a lot of things. I know they were really bogged down. I never worry that I'm going to get invoiced or that things are going to be sent to me. I kind of have to be patient, and that's okay. And then they arrive, and it's like, woohoo! I don't remember what I ordered, but happy birthday to me. And so I got invoiced around the end of... So if you also purchase things and you're worried, know that they came. And that's okay. It's kind of nice to spread the wealth. Not everything arrive all at once, because then you feel like you have to go out and buy more. Okay, maybe that's just me. Anywho. I purchased some things. I got invoiced around the end of September, and then it got shipped around the end of October. And it just arrived this week. So I thought I'd share with you the things that I got because I'm pumped. Like, truly pumped. So the first thing is I got 2 different charts. I got this one, the Blue Flower Cozy Christmas Cat. And this one was actually designed by Janine for the Christmas in July Crazy Annie Stitching. I don't know if this is still available, but you're welcome to go check their Facebook group. And I did get it with the 18 count pewter Ada, a 9x9 cut. So I got this with that. And I wonder what it's stitched with. I don't think floss was an option, or I just decided I wasn't. A mix of DMC, color, Classic Colorworks, and Wheat Star Works. So I'll just kind of do a conversion from my stash. And then I got this one from October House Fiber Arts, and this is Peppermint Lane. I think it's so cute. And I actually did get this one with the floss. It's got, I think, 3 colors of Weeks Dye Works and 1 DMC. So I think that's adorable. Super cute ornament. And then they had a bunch of their finishing packs from Lady Dot Creates. So I bought them. This first one is Twinkles. It has a couple of really pretty Christmassy themed tapes, and then a bunch of different hanging ornaments. One of them says Joy. And then it's got one of these beautiful ornament hangers. So I got that one. Now this was all on sale. This finishing kit is called Prim. It has 3 colors of velveteen. It has some different silk, or no, excuse me, polyester trim, some cotton like grosgrain trim, some twine, excuse me, some pins. There's even like felt that the pins are in you could use. So I got this one. I loved how it was so neutral. This is Christmas in July. Again, 3 colors of velveteen, some chenille trim, twine. I believe there is some like, oh yeah, for sure. There's some evergreen twigs you could use. You can see there's another ornament hanger, at least one in here, and some charms. So that's another great one. There's also some ribbon. And then this one is neutrals. I think this is beautiful. Again, some more velveteen, chenille, rayon trims. There's some twine. There's some polyester ribbons. There's some beautiful like pearl head pins. So yeah, that was so exciting to get. All right, so now I have some color and cotton to show. I got my fabric of the month. This is the October 2020. The color is corn husk. I do get the neutrals. And this is a fat quarter of 20 count Aida. I think it's beautiful. It reminds me of that corn husk color that was called for. It was a linen that was called for in something. All right. If you're not a member of their Facebook group, you should be, because they post about exclusives like the grab bags. This time they posted about, oh, and I have post notifications turned on. They posted that they had extra Fabric Club fabrics available on their website. So I went and grabbed some. This is the September 2020. This is Hummingbird. So this was either the colors or the all colors. And this is an 18 count Aida, and I got a fat 8th, and I think it's beautiful. And then I loved Prairie Dust, and so I saw that they had some of Prairie Dust, which was also from September. I got an 18 count Aida fat 8th. And then I got a fat 8th again of Aida in Prairie Dust 20 count. And this, I already have this in the 20 count, but it's a beautiful neutral. And I love color and cotton. It's some of my most favorite. That and Bee Stitch Me have to be like my 2 hands down favorite right now. And I think a big part of that is that they dye the 20 count. I'm like 20 count is my solid, rock solid jam right now. For sure. All right, the very last thing I have to show, nope, excuse me, second to the last thing to show is a package from the incomparable Stephanie at Lindy Stitches. So that came, the model came separate from this. No worries. I was excited to get it. In 87 packages. I would have paid shipping on all of it. She has some cute little stationery items. I got these to put in Joy-Filled Little One stocking stuffer. It says they're called Berry Sweet Mini Scented Neon Highlighters. She'll adore them because, look, they're all different types of bears. They're pastels. They smell. I mean, like, she's 8. She's a girl. Not all 8-year-old girls love that, but she does. All right, so then, of course, I got another cute little freebie. I have that one, but it has my name on it, so it's hard for me to want to give it away. All right, this was a kit. I'm not sure what the story behind it is, but it's still available on the website. It was on sale. Because I'm a newsletter member, she had a code for us, so I got a code on top, and this is a full kit. So it includes the fabric, the floss, the pins that look like candles, the trim, the fabric for the front, and then there's fabric on the back to finish it. And look at how pretty those pins are. They look like beautiful candles. So yes, this is going to be stitched because it's amazing. I love it. And let me just show you. I believe it came with, so here to give you an idea, it came with the XOXO fabric. It came with just the right amount of floss. It came with that chenille trim. It actually even came with interfacing. Like, that's top notch. Beautiful velveteen. And then the Aida, which I'm not Aida, excuse me, linen. I think it's like a 28 count. It feels like a 28 count. So I was excited about that. I think she might still have some left on her website. I'm not sure. And if you do not get her newsletter, you should, because we got a super cool, we got to know about her awesome new chart, which is dumpster fire. And it was something about being friends together in the dumpster. Well, so she has the floss pack, and they're Threadworks, which I love Threadworks. So it's got these beautiful colors, so I went ahead and grabbed those. And then I love that pink Lugana that's the dots. Well, I did not know this, but they have it in mint. And so I got a fat quarter of the 32 count Lugana in the splash mint. So yeah, maybe that's something you would be interested in. Going and checking out Stephanie, who, let me tell you, between her and Trish over at Threads Entwined, top notch. Top notch. I cannot say enough good things about all of these amazing, amazing folks who take my money and sell me things and then are so sweet and kind about it. And where are my angel kindness cards? Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Houston, we have a problem. I don't know where my angel kindness cards are. Oh, no. Oh, no, she said. Oh, there they are. I found them. This is a long one because, you know, stash. But I think I've maybe done this all in one clip. So, this angel, love, 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 says, stay humble. Know within that you are amazing. Let the world find out by your actions without you saying a word. Love it. Amen to that. You don't have to say anything sometimes. Just be. Be. I clearly said lots of words. So hopefully they were ones that brought you some inspiration. They brought you some giggles. They brought you some happiness or fun or joy or whatever. And I do want to appreciate all of you. And I want to thank you all for your amazing comments, your amazing support week in and week out. I think I don't know that I had anybody buy me a coffee, but that is totally fine. Excuse me, buy me a fancy floss. Totally fine. I'm still, just because last week so many people were so kind and thoughtful, this video will be ad-free. If you feel so inclined, there will be a link in the description box to the Buy Me a Coffee page. It's actually Buy Me a Fancy Floss for me. So this weekend I am going to spend some more time getting things organized on my whip shelf. And I have some things to put away. I want to get some stitching in. I am so hopeful that I can actually, maybe for the first time ever, complete a 24-hour of cross stitch. We shall see. Fingers crossed. Thanks so much to Jen Lee, Quirks and Stitches, for creating such a fantastic thing that we can all come around together and like focus this weekend on stitching. I'm actually thinking, would knitting count? Because I could totally throw in knitting in there, and then I can absolutely get 24 hours. Easy. So anyway, I hope, I'm going to get my hair cut tomorrow because it needs it. It's getting a little scraggly, so it needs a good trim up. And I think that's going to just about do it. Hang in there, folks. Hang in there. I wish you a wonderful week ahead. We are squarely in the month of November. We have Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, right around the corner. I cannot wait for December 1st for Advent and all of the opening of the things. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to do a Flossmas. We shall see what that would look like. And with that, I'm going to bid you a wonderful week ahead and happy stitching. So long, stitch well. I'll see you soon, my friends. Goodbye. Goodbye. And I'll see you next Friday. Bye.